Card Tubers, Diego here. Welcome into another Sports Cards D-tor video. Happy to have you here as we're going to take a look at some of the cards from my collection, aka the Horde, and we're going to have some fun with it. First, we're going to be doing a baseball card fever, which is basically my random rummage through some of my cards. So we're going to take a look at that. Maybe you'll see something you haven't seen before or forgot about. That would be pretty cool for to view. And then we're going to take a look at some cards that I picked up from Under Stadium Lights, one of the websites that I go to for some of my cards. Not paid advertising for them, by the way, just saying. But if you want to hook a brother up. Then we have oh yeah, I went to a card show. I was out and about. Went to a card show in Washington Township. I did a few buys, but I was trying to do more bartering. I brought some cards to barter with, but it wasn't successful. Well, I was once, so I bet it 1 for 3 or 1 for 4. Yeah, so I'm batting 250 right there. Yeah. So I was also out and about before that during the weekend, and I went to an antique shop and I ended up picking up this Rhys Hoskins starting lineup. Thought that was pretty neat. I like how the package is a lot smaller compared to the other ones. That's the back of it. So I thought it was a cool Rhys Hoskins starting lineup figure. I haven't had those in a while. So everything at home is going well. Got a new air conditioner, so I'm very happy about that. Got that this weekend as well. Well, actually, I got that on Friday, and I got to spend the day. I basically spent the day watching YouTube videos on the TV. I didn't want to put it on my phone because I had to keep on moving, but and my daughter was doing, like I was taking care of my daughter at the same time that the guys were in doing the work. So I have videos playing all day, so I thought it was a pretty cool day for me. Almost like a full day off. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video, and I will see you next time. All right, we're going to do some baseball card fever. We're going to lead it off with Teoscar Hernandez on this nice foil card from 2025. And then we have a Gosman on a foil card. Check that out. Neat looking card right there. Got Stars of the MLB, Dylan Cruz. Got an Overdrive of Trevor Larnach for Minnesota. Rookie X-Fractor type of card. Got a pink Kim for the San Diego Padres. Got a Frankie Lindor with the Cleveland Indians. Pete Alonso with the Mets, Overdrive. Stars of the MLB, Marco Luciano. And Imanaga. Got a Colton Wong on a red foil. Got an Addison Barger on a Panini Crusade. On Elite Extra Editions, we have a Reyes, Dominican League prospect. Got a Bobby Dahlbeck, rookie on the Bowman Chrome. Ariel Almonte for the Cincinnati Reds. And Carlos Jorge on first Bowman for the Cincinnati Reds. Peyton Graham. Javier Osorio. And Albil Bastidas, all for Detroit on their first Bowman Chrome. Got a Sixto Sanchez on the rookie Optic. Edgar Martinez. And Yoshida on the Stadium Club.
have a Dale Murphy on a Stadium Club Chrome. Nolan Ryan on the Stadium Club. And Colton Cowser on the Stadium Club Chrome rookie. Got a Corbin Carroll taking a dip in the pool in Arizona. Then we have a Travis Balzana on this vintage extended baseball from Ionic Signatures. I kind of like the design. And I have a Malcolm Moore for Texas. Balzana was for Cleveland. I got a Machado first Bowman Chrome. Then a Martin Jimenez, also on his first Bowman. And an Eric Chavez rookie for the Oakland A's. Got an Austin Kearns and Chris George. I got a Bowman Heritage of one of my. I used to have him as a Pops player. I don't know what happened to the collection, but this is Alex Gordon, Bowman Heritage, and a 2005 Danny Baez for the Rays. I also have a 2005 Darryl May, which is more for my set build. Those two cards are. And this one here, a Tim Collins for the Royals on 2011 rookies. So that's what I have for your baseball card fever for today. I hope you guys liked this video and I don't know, enjoyed it for what it is. All right, guys, here's some stuff that I bought from Under Stadium Lights. We got a Superman Skybox Z-Force, Gary Payton. The glove shows no love. This is a really cool card from Classic, 1994 illustration card of Glenn Robinson. I was about to say David Robinson. I knew it wasn't him because he didn't go to Purdue. Got a baseball card here of Steve Finley, back with the Rochester Red Wings. Pretty cool, neat looking card there. Something that I haven't seen before. Then we got a Freddie Freeman in his Dodger garb with the red foil. From Puerto Rico, I have Javi Baez. I'm pretty sure I have this card already, but I just didn't want to take the chance and not buy it for a couple cents. Here we go. We got Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan right there. Pretty cool card. I wanted to give a shout out, so I had to hit the pause button. I was going to give a shout out to Jim Faulkner, who is 5714 collector. I was like, man, I can't remember. I know he's Jim, but I couldn't remember what the channel name was. I thought it was 5714 collector was the channel name, but it's under his name as Jim Faulkner. So check him out. Nolan Ryan fan. So nice jumbo California sunflower seeds. I had to hit the pause button to try and get that in there. I got Torrey Hunter for the Twins. Alex Kirilloff, press proof. Got a press proof of Marcus Semien. Then we got Dansby Swanson on the Mojo. I think that's called Mojo. A Matt Shaw, Panini Crusade. Steve Garvey on the Purina. And then we got Ozzie Smith. Got a phone call coming in. Kyle Schwarber, Chief Fantasy Professional. That's a pretty neat card. Here we got some 1990 or 1990 throwbacks or anniversary cards. Pete Alonso. Got a Reese Hines. Ronald Acuna. I don't want to block him. And then we got Hurston Waldrop. I thought those were pretty cool. I like the 90s cards on there. Got a Corbin Carroll for Cactus League Spring Training. Got a Yordan Alvarez. Stars of the MLB. Kobe Mayo. As pretty soon it'll be Cinco de Mayo. And then I got a Manny Machado on the 90s. He must got out of order, but it was pretty cool. Check out my name. Diego. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed my pickups from Under Stadium Lights, and stay tuned for one day I might have the rewards that I got for this. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, so this is my pickups from on Saturday. I went to a card show, but before I went to the card show, I ended up picking up this card. I ended up getting this card in the mail. I got this Scott Rowland swatches from Panini Chronicles. It's graded a 10 from SGC. I thought it was a really cool card, and I ended up buying it from my friend Elijah over there on Whatnot. Picked that card up, and it came on Saturday, so I'll have to add that to my Saturday list of cards that I got. It wasn't from the card show, but still, it's a nice card to show that I got on Saturday. What I did get at the card show, first for my encapsulation collection, that's where I'm trying to collect all the different graders that are out there, encapsulators. Degree is a new one that's out there that has their products mostly on social media, and I picked it up and I was like pretty impressed with the card. The cards stay nice and tight. They don't move around, and I like the grading. And on the back you can see that there's a grading system where it shows the surface, the corners, the centering, and the creases. All pretty cool. Got a little color right there so you can see what you have. But I thought it was a pretty cool one to add to the collection, a new encapsulator. But, oh, and they also have the little degree right down there on their holder. I said, well, you know, that's really nice, a really nice card. And I noticed that there was a different color as I was talking to the vendor, and I said, you know, I noticed that anything under a 6 was like in a yellow that he had, and sure enough, it seems like anything with degree that's under 6 maybe, it gets a yellow coating. And this one is a 5 of Raleigh Fingers. I kind of like, I would have liked the green to go with the Athletics, but the yellow does go with the Athletics A. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll take this card instead because it just kind of ties in. So we have Raleigh Fingers there on the 1973 tops. And then there's the grading on the back there. Surface is a yellow. Corners, edges, and then creases. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool additions to the encapsulation collection. You could, if you want to, you could check out my if I ever update it, you can check out my little museum on my website. You can just click on that link there, and I think I have encapsulation collection. And you can see some of the encapsulated, I think, some of the graders that are out there are cards that were encapsulated. By different means. I picked up two cards that weren't encapsulated technically, but they are. Project 2020. I have Mike Trout here, rookie. I thought this was a pretty cool card done by FDOT. Lots of colors. I think it was a cool card to have on display. You know, for my purposes of just looking at it. I thought it was pretty cool, nice colors, and I could still tell it's from the rookie card set with that picture from there, which one day I might get the rookie card. But that's done by FDOT, pretty cool. Really like this card, but I think the card that I really liked this Roberto Clemente. This Roberto Clemente has the Puerto Rican flag right there. Nice island theme in the background. Very nice. I was just like, yeah, that's the doves and everything. I was like, yeah, that's a really neat card, of a rendition of his card. So I definitely wanted to pick that up. I'm a sucker for the Puerto Rican flag, being that I am half Puerto Rican. King Saladin from West Philadelphia, born and raised. That's pretty cool. I thought that was a really neat card to have in my collection. And then I got this one's a pretty cool card, in a trade. I worked on a trade. Worked on a trade with one of the guys. I traded a Robert Thomas autograph card for this card right here. It's a Travis Konecny 2016 UD Canvas Young Gun of Travis Konecny, my favorite player on the team right now. And I was like, he had the regular one and he had this one. I really like the canvas one. We tried to pull a deal for both of them, but I stuck with this one and I am happy with it. Gem Mint 10 Young Guns of Travis Konecny from my Flyers. Hopefully they get better next year. Hopefully. But yeah, I was like, dude, I love that card. So happy that I was proud of myself because I didn't spend any money on it. I was able to trade it, and that was one of my goals, was not to spend as much money as I usually do, and that's why there's only a few cards. And the final purchase was like one that I was not expecting to get, not expecting to ever buy. But this guy is, I don't know, when I was a kid, he was like one of my cool guys. I thought he was a cool guy, and I loved this card with Dwight Stone. But it's this Bubby Brister, and it's a TTM autograph, and I thought it was pretty cool. Bubby Brister was autographed there. I was like, Bubby Brister. I liked his name. I don't know what it was, but when I was a little kid, not a little kid, but like in my preteens, you know, Bubby Brister was the guy, the quarterback of the Steelers, and I had his card with Dwight Stone from 1990. I think it was 1990 or 1991. And he was throwing a pass to him, and I was like, yep, Bubby Brister is cool as hell. Not knowing the real game of football and stuff like that, and how good he actually was or wasn't. I still thought he had the coolest name, Bubby Brister, and yeah, I got his autograph card right there, signed in pen, and the guy that I bought it from is a Steeler fan, and we talked about the Steelers for a while. He had a couple other TTM cards that he got, but the Bubby Brister was the one that stuck out to me. He gave it to me for $5. I was like, okay, I'll take it. All right, guys, so that is what I got at the card show. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it's probably going to be the ending video for this week, so I hope you have a great week, and until the next one.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.